Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Daily DMs. In this episode, we're going to talk about why I like Subject To and why I don't love the BRRRR. All right, so we've got a gentleman, I can't pronounce his name, but we'll throw the screenshot up here. He says, hey man, I see you saying a lot, that there's a lot better than the BRRRR strategy out there. Could you explain? Well, obviously he hasn't been watching me long enough to know that I'm a big fan of creative finance. The BRRRR strategy, which means buy with a hard money loan and you're using your own credit, renovate using your own money or somebody else's money, rent for 6 months and wait until you can refinance and then hopefully get the majority of your money back, which nobody ever does, and then repeat. So if you have your money tied up in this deal, how can you repeat? Okay, the BRRRR strategy is primarily meant to acquire long-term buy and hold opportunities, utilizing the conventional method of using banks and credit and credentials and job history and all of those things. Most people that buy a $100,000 property in the BRRRR strategy are having to put 30 to 35% down to get a loan for the other 60 to 65% down. I'm not interested in that. I am absolutely not interested in that. And I'm also not interested in the long play that it is required. I've got to find the property, number one. Most people are buying on the MLS. Oh my gosh, you're buying properties on the MLS, so you're paying nearly retail for these properties? Oh my gosh. Then you have to get a loan for that property. You have to renovate the property. You have to sit there for 6 months until your lender, who told you they would give you a loan at 80% of the value, ends up giving you a loan for 60 or 65% of the value at a 4, 5, 6, or 7% interest rate. With Subject To and seller finance, our average loan none of our loans that we get from our sellers required our credit, required credentials, a job, or any experience, and I've never had anybody even ask for a proof of funds in the years that we've been doing this. So if those benefits right there are not enough for you, it is also incredibly quick. A lot less cash is needed in order to do it. You can even use somebody else's cash. But again, none of your own credit. And I don't have to go and refinance and do all these things. And guess what? My average loan that we buy Subject To and seller finance is under 3%. The average loan with a BRRRR strategy is over 5%. So you tell me which direction you would rather go. Creative finance is far superior than the BRRRR strategy. Now, I'm currently involved in one BRRRR strategy right now. That has been going on for over 8 months because our lender, who gave us a quote when we first bought the property, said, I can give you an 80% loan to value, which means at the end, when we refinance the house, let's say for $100,000, they will give us $80,000 and I have to keep $20,000 involved. They are now a year, 8 months later saying, sorry, we will only give you 65% of that loan rather than the 80 we originally promised you. And the interest rate that we told you, which was at the time 5.5, is now 6.75. So that's the challenge with the BRRRR strategy, is that these lenders can play around with you. You also are susceptible to what happens during your renovation and your stabilization period. The BRRRR strategy is simply way too long. The BRRRR strategy simply has too many steps along the way, and the BRRRR strategy is simply not a good fit for people who are brand new into real estate, that don't have W-2, don't have credentials, don't have a job history of 2 years to get these types of loans, and ultimately haven't built credit to justify going to a lender to get these types of loans. Creative finance dominates the BRRRR. And when people disagree with me, I'm sorry, they're just simply wrong. You cannot compare creative finance and BRRRR strategy together. It's like comparing a Ferrari to a Honda Civic. They are not the same thing. Although they are both vehicles that will get you to where you want to go, the Ferrari is going to get you to where you want to be much, much faster. So BRRRR strategy works. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just simply saying that in the time frame that I had one BRRRR strategy going on, we bought nearly 30 buy and holds utilizing seller finance and Subject To in 2020. So you tell me, where would you rather go? So if you guys have more questions about BRRRR or the subject to seller finance, please make a comment down below. This whole series is dedicated to giving you guys answers to your questions through the questions you submit to either A, my Instagram DMs, B, our Facebook Messenger, or C, the YouTube comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and definitely hit that notification bell down below.